A pen, pens. What is the difference between these two nouns? A pen means one, but pens mean more than one. So, in this lesson, you're gonna learn the plural nouns. How to make plurals. So, if you wanna learn on pluralization of nouns, stay with us. Hi everyone, welcome back to English Hub. I'm Sachi here. Today's video is another episode of the series of nouns. So, in this episode, you will learn everything on how to make plurals of singular nouns. So, let's go to the lesson. Before you learn how to make plurals of singular nouns, you have to learn what is singular nouns. So, what is a singular noun? A singular noun names one person, one place, one animal, or one thing. But what are plural nouns then? Plural nouns names more than one person, more than one animal, more than one idea, or more than one place. So, these are the singular and plural nouns. When you are learning the pluralization of nouns, you have to remember some rules on that. So, keep in remember there are some rules that we want to learn if we want to make plurals of singular nouns. Let's see what are they. First one. For nouns that end in s, ss, sh, ch, x and o, add es. What is that? If the noun ends with these given letters, you have to add es to make plurals. Let's see some examples. Bus. The noun bus ends in letter s, so you have to add es to make the plural of this noun. Bus becomes buses. So, bus is the singular noun and buses is the plural noun. Next example. Class becomes classes. The noun class ends in ss. So, to make the plural of that noun, you can add es at the end of that noun. So, singular noun is class and the plural noun is classes. Third example is bush. The noun bush ends in sh, so we can add es to make the plural noun. The next example is watch. The noun ends in ch and you can add es to make the plural of that. Box. That noun ends in x and if you want to make the plural noun of that noun, you can add es because the box ends in x. The last example is tomato. The noun tomato ends in letter O. So, you can add es to make the plural noun of that. So, singular one is tomato and after adding es, we can create the plural noun. Here, you have to remember some exceptions. For some nouns end in O, you can't add es. There, you have to add only s. Those exceptions are here. For the singular noun piano, you can't add es. There, you have to add only s to make the plural one. In this noun also, you can't add es and you have to add only s. Next example is photos. If you want to create the plural of photo, you can add only s. If you add es at the end of the noun photo to make the plurals, it's not correct. Right? You have to remember this. Next example is zero. To make the plural of the noun zero, you have to add only s. These are the exceptions you have to remember in your mind when you are making the plurals of the nouns which end in letter O. Right? Next rule. For nouns ending in f or fe, you have to change the letter f or fe to VES. Let's see some examples. Wolf. Wolf is a singular noun and also it ends with letter F. So you can make the plural of this noun by removing F and adding VES. Wolf becomes wolves. Next example, leaf. Leaf means one. So that noun also ends in letter F. Then you can remove F and add VES to make the plural of that noun. So leaf becomes leaves. The noun life ends in FE. So you can change FE into VES to make its plural. We can make the plural of that noun into wives. Wife becomes wives. So like this, you can change the singular nouns which end in FOFE into plurals. What is our next rule? Nouns ending in Y, and if there is a consonant before that Y, you have to remove that Y and add IES to make the plural of that noun. Let's see some examples. Then you can get a clear idea on that, right? The first example is baby. The noun baby ends in letter Y, but there is a consonant before that Y. The consonant is B. So there you have to remove the letter Y and can add IES at the end of that sentence to make the plural. Next example is lorry. The noun lorry ends in the letter Y and there is a consonant R before that Y. So you can remove that Y and add IES to make the plural of that noun. The next example is lady. The noun lady is also ends in letter Y and there is the consonant D before that Y. So you have to remove that Y and add IES to make the plural. So baby becomes babies, lorry becomes lorries, and lady becomes ladies. Right? What is the next rule? Here the noun ends in letter Y and there is a vowel before that Y. So you can't remove the letter Y and IES. Here you have to add only S at the end of the given noun to make its plural. Look at these examples. Monkey. The word monkey ends in Y, but there is the vowel E before that Y. So you have to add only S to make the plural of that noun. So the noun monkey becomes monkeys. The singular one is monkey and the plural one is monkeys. Right? Next example is donkey. The same thing. The next example is day. In this example, the noun ends in Y and there is the vowel A before that Y. So you have to add only S at the end of this noun to make its plural. So the singular noun day becomes days. Right? Like this, you can make the plurals of the nouns which end in Y. Apart from these rules, there is a list of nouns that have different plural forms. There is not a particular way to make the plurals of these nouns. Let's see some examples of these types of nouns. Child. The singular noun is child. One. It means one child. So how to make the plural of that noun? We create it in a different way. The plural noun of child is children. Child is the singular one and children is the plural one. Next example is woman. The singular noun is woman and we can make the plural of the noun woman as women. Keep in remember, you have to pronounce this noun as women, not women. Right? Third example is man. The plural of the noun man is men. Next one is mouse. Mouse is one. But how to make the plural of that noun? It is mice. The singular one is mouse and the plural one is mice. The last example is goose. The plural noun of this noun is geese. Like this, there are some nouns that make their plurals in a different way. Here is another point. A few nouns have the same singular and plural forms. There are some nouns, it's the same in both singular and plural forms. These are the examples for that. Sheep. Sheep is the singular noun. And the plural of the noun sheep is sheep itself. Second one is deer. The singular one is also deer and also the plural one is deer. Next one is series. Singular one is series and also the plural one series and also the plural one. Species. The plural one of that noun is also species. Like this, there are some nouns that there is not a difference between singular and plural. As we discussed above, there are some rules and situations that we can make plurals of singular nouns. Apart from those situations and rules, for other nouns we can add s to make their plurals. Like bottle becomes bottles by adding s. Cup becomes cups by adding s. For the noun pencil, we can add s to make its plural as pencils. Desk, desks. Sticker, stickers. And window becomes windows. Look at these two example sentences. The boy has a toy in his hand. Here, the noun boy, the noun toy and the noun hand are singular ones. Then how to make the plurals of these nouns and convert the sentence into plural? Let's see it. Boy becomes boys. So the boys have toy becomes toys. In his hand becomes hands. So the singular sentence, the boy has a toy in his hand, and the plural one of that is the boys have toys in his hands. So like this, you can make singular nouns and plural nouns in a way you like and you want. I think you got the matters well we discussed. So if you enjoyed our lesson and it was important for you, you can like us and you can share our video to watch your friends, and also if you have not subscribed our channel, you can subscribe us. Let's meet with a new video.